morning, delegates.
Morning.
My name is Pete DeRose. Stand before you today. First of all, normally I go off the cuff, but apparently that's gotten me in trouble a little bit, so I've written some things down. Stand before you today as a devoted member of our Republican Party, filled with a sense of reflection and hope for our collective future. Over the years, I've witnessed strength and resilience of our party, rooted in values that have guided us through triumphs and challenges alike. Values such as liberty, opportunity, individual responsibility. They've been the bedrock of our party's identity. They've inspired us to champion economic prosperity, uphold personal freedoms, defend the principles upon which our nation was founded. However, recent events have prompted me to think about the path that we're on. As someone deeply invested in our party's success, I can't help but feel a tinge of concern about some of the directions that have been taken. But let me be clear, my intention is, in sharing these thoughts, is not to criticize or to further divide, but rather spark a constructive conversation on how we can continue to grow and thrive as a party. After all, it's in moments of reflection and dialogue that we find the greatest opportunities for progress. Throughout my years of supporting the Republican Party, I've witnessed, again, moments of pride and progress. However, alongside these moments, I've also seen actions that have troubled me deeply. One of the most troubling trends I've observed is a tendency to engage in divisive tactics, such as going through people's backgrounds, digging through their social media posts, etc., just in search of past mistakes. We've seen it time and again. It's generally always from the left, but individuals being targeted and intimidated for comments or actions from years ago, often taken out of context or blown out of proportion. Things that have absolutely do not define who they are now, and things when exploited only cause cancellation and hurt. This kind of behavior is not only unfair, it's also counterproductive. It creates a culture of fear and division, driving people away from the political process rather than inviting them in, and more importantly, keeps people from talking and being honest with each other. But perhaps what is most disheartening is the realization that many of those being targeted are not even diehard opponents of the Republican Party. In fact, many are simply disillusioned Democrats who are fed up with the direction of their own party. They're individuals who are seeking a political home. Instead of embracing these people with open arms, we're pushing them away. We are allowing partisan politics to drive a wedge between us, rather than finding common ground and working together for the good of our community. I appreciate that. But it does not have to be this way. We can chart a different path, one that values forgiveness over division and recrimination. We can focus on the future rather than dwelling on the past. Recognizing we've all made mistakes. I sure as hell have myself. And that true progress requires us to move forward together. I would ask we don't waste our time and energy on divisive tactics and petty grievances. Instead, why not extend a welcoming hand to those who may have once been our adversaries? Why not show them that there is a place for them in our party? Not despite their past, but because of it. Partisan politics has often superseded the needs of the people. Accountability is lacking, and extremism threatens our integrity. Think about that. Integrity. Let's let the other side be extreme. Let them burn their own houses and communities down, so to speak. Because if we partake, we are no better. It threatens to alienate moderate voters and undermine the credibility of our party as a whole. I'm committed to my community. I'm committed to fiscal responsibility, individual liberty, and creating more opportunity for the following generations. We should have a more embracing approach that welcomes diverse perspectives and values. We should prioritize the common good over political gamesmanship. Hold ourselves accountable. Reject this extremism bullshit. I'm sorry. I am a Christian. I'm sorry for swearing. But it's got to stop. We got to rebuild some trust. You know, folks, I'm not standing up here pretending to be perfect at all. I've made mistakes. I've faced some real challenges in my life. 12 years ago, I hit rock bottom. I was battling addiction. Life seemed hopeless. I almost lost my life due to an opioid addiction. Thank God, fentanyl wasn't around back then, or I would surely be dead. Again, that's 12 years in my past. Thank God. But I made a choice to turn my life around 12 years ago, and I haven't looked back since. Some people have said to me, yeah, well, you're just privileged. You're white, whatever. And you know what? I'd say I'd have to agree. I am privileged. I'm incredibly privileged to have a family that loved me and supported me. So for that, yeah, you can say I'm privileged. Go ahead. I got thick skin. But much more so than any of that, I'm humble and grateful. I've seen how bad life can get. I've been at the lowest of lows. And I know what it's like to feel there's no way out. But I also know what it's like to get your ass up, dust yourself off, and move forward. I know what that's like. That experience has shaped who I am today. It's taught me resilience, determination, the power of redemption, and it's taught me love. And it's given me a unique perspective on life, one that I bring to everything I do, whether it's coaching a team, running a business, being a good neighbor, a good boyfriend, a good friend, family member, and now even mentor. In conclusion, I believe I can get more people out to vote than anyone else for me. I think I can kick Brad Tabke's butt. And it's not because I think I'm better than anyone else. It's not that. It's because I know what it's like to face adversity head on, to come out stronger on the other side, and I'm able to connect with people easy, no matter what side they fall on. There are people here today who have never voted, who have never been a part of a process like this, and people here who have historically voted Democrat. And the only reason they're here is because they've gotten to know me and they believe in me. I truly believe I can inspire many others to do the same and turn blue votes to red. We can get back on track. We can put aside differences, whatever they are. Let's keep discussion alive. Let's get to work on removing the wokery from our state offices. It's just hurting more and more people, especially our youth. I'm all for our community. I'm all for all of you. But that being said, I'd rather bring people together than be a part of any further division among us. So at this time, I've decided to withdraw my campaign, make it easy on everybody, for a District 54A representative. Unfortunately, I feel like it's just not our time. But I do think our time will come in the future. There will be a time when this party needs someone like me. A lot can change between now and the election. Know that I'll be here for you all and the party if anything changes. I genuinely appreciate the time. Thank you for letting me go over it, Tad. Best of luck to Mr. Aaron Paul. I'm not sure, I haven't seen, there he is right there. Again, I hope you kick Tad his butt. Thank you all very much. God bless. God save Shakopee.